To the Minister of Children. Why is the government developing military-style academies as a sentencing response before the pilot has finished and before a full evaluation has assessed their impact on the children participating?
The Honourable Chhour.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Because this government cares about these young people and we want to give them every opportunity possible to succeed and turn their lives around. Mr Speaker, I feel privileged and proud to have met with these young people. I have seen the difference that this pilot has already made in terms of their confidence and their belief in themselves, and I can't wait to see more young people get this opportunity. I invite the member and all members in this House to join me in supporting these young people to succeed rather than willing them to fail. We can't wait anymore, Mr Speaker, for more reports. These young people can't afford for us to wait.
How many young people remain in the pilot program?
Mr Speaker, there are 10 young people in the pilot program.
How can it be 10 young people remaining in the pilot when it was publicly reported on the 13th of August that one person had dropped out of the boot camp already?
Mr Speaker, because one extra young person who put their name forward was accepted to join the pilot program. Supplementary. How many of the original 10 young people that were a part of the pilot project remain in the pilot? 9, Mr Speaker.
Mark Cameron.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Can the Minister explain the role of the intensive mentors?
The mentoring component of this pilot program is the biggest part of the program. We know that these young people need that support. The mentoring component has been a crucial element in helping these young people build positive relationships. This is how I know we can bring this pilot program forward, because I am seeing the difference that this program is already making.
Supplementary. Tamatha Paul.
Why is she proceeding with her boot camp experiment when already one child has dropped out, representing a 10% failure rate of her experiment?
Just remind people that silence when a question is being asked lasts all the way to the end of it. The Honourable Chhour.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. I think I made it very clear in my first answer that I have seen the difference that this pilot program has made to these young people, their confidence and their belief in themselves, and just the change is inspirational. And I'd like to thank all the staff, all the agencies who had a role to play in this, who came together for the betterment of these young people.
Mark Cameron.
Supplementary. Thank you, Mr Speaker. What update can the Minister provide on the community stage of the pilot?
From the outset, the Military Academies pilot had been designed with the transition back into the community in mind. Each young person has received a detailed transition plan to help their reintegration back into the community and ensure that they have every chance of success. This is a major difference from previous programs like the MAC program, and that the majority of the pilot is actually about the community phase rather than the in-residence phase.
How can she look survivors of abuse in state care in the face and say sorry next month, while at the same time ploughing ahead with unevaluated and unevidenced military-style boot camps that they want gone?
Mr Speaker, this pilot is completely different to the boot camps that were mentioned in the Royal Commission report. These were run decades ago with untrained staff, no proper oversight, and in an isolated setting, Mr Speaker. And I'm kind of disappointed that we are using the survivors in care for political gain instead of actually supporting these young people to be as successful as they possibly can. This is comparing apples with oranges. Apples with oranges. For an evidence-based party, I am disappointed in you comparing apples with oranges.